Throughout human history, the treatment of the body after death has been one of the most profound expressions of a culture's relationship with mortality, the soul, and the afterlife. Whether enveloped in the quiet earth or reduced to ashes by fire, the physical remains become vessels of meaning, reflections of faith, identity, and cosmic order. The choice between cremation and burial is far more than a practical matter, it is an intricate ritual decision, entwined with theology, philosophy, and a deep understanding of what happens when the breath departs. Across different faiths and spiritual traditions, the body's fate after death reveals not only diverse customs but also unique conceptions of the soul's journey. The nature of existence, and the cycles that govern life and death, burial, the act of laying the body to rest within the earth, is perhaps the most ancient and widespread funerary practice. Its symbolism is profound, evoking the natural cycle of life emerging from and returning to the soil. For many faiths, the earth is sacred, a mother who receives the body with reverence and provides the foundation for rebirth or resurrection. In Christianity, burial is deeply connected to the belief in bodily resurrection, a future event when the dead shall rise and the soul will be reunited with the physical form. The grave becomes not a tomb of finality but a place of waiting, sanctified and marked with prayers, where the body rests in hope. Burial thus affirms a continuity between the material and spiritual, the temporal and eternal. In Judaism, the practice of burial is equally sacred and meticulous. The body is considered a divine vessel that must be returned to the earth swiftly and respectfully, often within 24 hours, reflecting a profound respect for the dignity of the deceased. Cremation is traditionally forbidden, viewed as a destruction of the body that disrupts the natural order ordained by God. The simplicity of the burial, with modest wooden coffins and prayers, underscores the humility and equality in death, as well as the belief in eventual bodily resurrection. The earth itself becomes a sacred repository, a final resting place sanctified by ritual and divine promise. Islam shares similar views about burial, emphasizing prompt interment, often within hours, to honor the body and soul. The deceased is washed, shrouded in plain cloth, and placed directly in the ground facing Mecca. Cremation is strictly prohibited, seen as a desecration that violates the sanctity of the body, which is regarded as a trust from God. The grave becomes a sacred space of transition, a site of remembrance and prayer, as the soul's journey toward divine judgment begins. Here again, the physical and spiritual remain intertwined, with the earth acting as the intermediary between life and the afterlife, in stark contrast. Many Eastern traditions have long embraced cremation as a sacred rite of passage, transforming the body through fire into a form that can more easily release the soul. Hinduism sees fire as a purifier, a divine force that liberates the spirit from the earthly vessel and facilitates its journey toward moksha, or liberation from the cycle of rebirth. Cremation is not merely practical, it is a cosmic necessity that aligns with the belief in impermanence and the transmigration of the soul. The ashes scattered in sacred rivers, especially the Ganges, are believed to aid the soul's passage, cleansing and elevating it. The ritual fires kindle not only physical transformation but a spiritual awakening. Where the ephemeral and eternal meet, Buddhism's approach varies, but many schools favor cremation for similar reasons, to expedite the dissociation of body and mind, acknowledging the impermanence of the physical form. Yet, some Buddhist traditions also practice burial, particularly where cultural or geographic factors influence customs. Regardless of method, the focus remains on detachment and the soul's progression toward enlightenment, free from attachment to the physical self. Funeral rites are carefully structured to guide the consciousness beyond death, whether through fire or earth, emphasizing the mind's liberation above all, even within indigenous and animistic traditions. The treatment of the body often reflects a profound cosmology where death is a return to nature or a passage to spirit worlds. Some cultures practice burial to rejoin the ancestors and the land, while others use cremation or excarnation, leaving the body exposed to elements and scavengers, as a way to release the spirit and feed the earth or sky. These practices reveal an intimate relationship with the environment and a holistic understanding of life's cyclical nature. Modern times have introduced new complexities and choices. Secular societies often view cremation as practical, economical, and hygienic, while burial retains its symbolic weight and ritual significance. Innovations such as green burials, alkaline hydrolysis, and memorial reef burials reflect evolving attitudes toward death, nature, and spirituality, yet these innovations still echo ancient concerns about honoring the body and guiding the soul. Ultimately, whether consumed by fire or cradled by earth, the body after death remains a powerful symbol, a threshold where the tangible meets the transcendent. Each ritual choice echoes a worldview that shapes how humanity confronts its own finitude, remembers its dead, and imagines what lies beyond. In the silent depths of graves and the glowing ashes scattered on rivers, the eternal mystery of death and the soul's journey continues to unfold, revealing the profound interplay between faith, culture, and the ineffable unknown.